Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Please, God.
What's up there guys, and welcome to another Frontier Minecraft video, and today I'm going to be attempting to show off to you the new breeding element that's just been put into Pixel 3.3.1. Now, a lot of people have had questions about the breeding system, and hopefully today I'm going to be able to cover them all. Okay, so the first thing you'll need for the breeding process to begin are two compatible Pokemon. Now, as you can see in my party, I have a male and a female Pidgey, and for the purpose of this video, they are going to be what I'm breeding. Now, the second thing you need to start the breeding process is the new item in Pixel called a ranch block. Now, how you craft that is by putting a flower pot on the top, a PC in the middle, and a piston on the bottom. And it's as simple as that, and all you have to really do with this block is place it down. Now, as you can see, when I've placed these down, it's created a 9x9 block square out of white blocks. Now, you can extend this, and I'm going to show you exactly how you do that now. You need the second item they've added, which is called a ranch upgrade. You can obtain this by defeating boss Pokemon, and as far as I know, that is the only way to get it. Now, what you do is when you right click on the PC with this, you'll get this nice little menu. And basically I'm going to increase it by 1 in each direction, so I'm just going to click it on each one, and as you can see, the radius has increased. There's no real reason to do this other than making it a bit more custom to how you've built your pen, but I just thought I'd demonstrate it anyway. Okay, now on to the actual breeding element of it. Now, it's really simple to do. Basically, it takes Pokemon from your PC, so what you have to do is ensure that the two Pokemon you want to breed are located inside your PC. All you do then is you walk up with an empty hand and click Manage Pokemon, select the two Pokemon you want, and hey presto, there they are, my two Pokemon. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing with all these blocks in the floor. Well, as it so happens, the mod works that you can only breed Pokemon if they feel comfortable in their environment. You can check if they're feeling comfortable by right clicking them. So as you can see, it says Pidgey is more attracted to Pidgey every day. Now what that means is that the environment I've built them is suitable. In the description I will post what blocks actually affect which types, and you can build your pen based off of that. Now obviously you can't breed two Pokemon that aren't in the same egg group, and you can check what egg group Pokemon are by going on a website such as Cerebi or Bulbapedia or anything like that. And now all we have to do is sit back and wait for the breeding process to happen. Now, depending on how comfortable the Pokemon feel in their environment will depend on how long the breeding time takes. But you can generally get a good idea by the website I'll post in the description. The breeding process itself is done in several stages, which are represented by different coloured hearts that appear above your Pokemon. Similar to how hearts appear in normal Minecraft with the animals when you're trying to breed pigs or cows or whatever. And in many ways it is much similar to that anyway. Now, while we're waiting, I'll move on to something that people may be a bit more interested in. The whole point of breeding in the games is to pass down certain traits of Pokemon, and this can vary from moves, to natures, to EVs, even IVs, to create a perfect Pokemon. Now, how this works is that, similar to reality, a child will inherit the traits of its parents, and that works with Pokemon. The egg will inherit traits of the breeding Pokemon that you picked. So, for natures, in order to pass down a nature from one Pokemon to another through breeding, the female Pokemon has to be of the nature that you want. So for example, if I had an adamant Pidgey and I wanted to make my egg an adamant Pidgey, the female Pidgey would have to be adamant nature. Now, this isn't all that you need to do. The female also has to be holding an everstone at the time. Think of it as a way of like keeping the nature, opposed to preventing evolution. This is also the case with abilities. It is in fact the female Pokemon that has a percentage chance to pass down its ability. Moving on to something a little bit more complicated is inheriting IVs from its parent Pokemon. Now, for those of you who don't know, IVs are stats that are given to Pokemon when they spawn. You cannot change them or edit them without the use of modding or without MBT edit or something like that, and there's not really much you can do about it. However, they do increase the stats of Pokemon by a little bit. You can also breed to get the best out of these that you can. The maximum in one stat is 31, and out of the 6 stats, there is a maximum of 31 in each one. Now, how you pass these down through breeding is that it has to be either Pokemon holding a Destiny Knot. Now, the problem with the Destiny Knot is it will pass down more than one IV stat, but it will pass down random ones. So if you're looking for a specific skill instead, you can use items such as the Power Bracer. Now, similar to EV training, the Power Bracer and all of those kind of items can be found here, and each one increase their respective stat. For example, the power anklet increases speed. Now how you would do this with breeding is you would place the power anklet on one of your Pokemon with the IV in speed that you wish to keep, and just breed it as normal. You can in fact also do this with moves. Certain Pokemon will pass down their moves, and it's a percentage chance randomly which one does. It's either male or female, so there's really no way to predict it, so you just have to keep trying. Another thing that you can also increase via breeding is the size. You can pick a size based on the size of the Pokemon that you picked. So, there are two new sizes that have been added in this mod. There is a microscopic size and a ginormous size. As its name might suggest, the microscopic size is the smallest size now, which means it's smaller than Pygmy, and the ginormous size is bigger than enormous. Now, how you get these is, for microscopic, you need 2 Pygmy Pokemon, and for ginormous, you need 2 enormous Pokemon. So, for example, if I breeded 2 enormous Pidgeys together, I'd get a ginormous Pidgey egg. Or if I breeded 2 Pygmy Pidgeys together, I'd get a microscopic Pidgey egg. And that's really all there is about size. Now I have to do the waiting part, so I'm going to pause the video and here catch up with you guys when my Pokemon have finally produced an egg. Welcome back guys, and as you can see in my party now, my Pokemon have breeded and I now have a Pidgey egg. Now I didn't catch it on recording, but simply the egg appears in this little compartment here and you get it out by right clicking. So all you have to do now simply is run around for a little bit until the egg hatches. Now I'm not going to record it all, I'll just skip ahead in the video to the part where my egg is about to hatch and a few steps just before that. So again, I'll jump and I'll catch you in a second. So as you can see, my egg is now hatched into a Pidgey and I'll just throw it out here. And there we go. I apologise for my frame of view, all I did was put new oranges on and now it's returned to normal. But as you can see, I now have a Pidgey that I've just hatched from that egg. And that concludes my basic breeding tutorial, and I hope you found it useful. If you have any more questions about breeding, ask me or preferably the Pokebreeder in our server, Neon Dragoon. His username is there. He'll have a lot more information on breeding than I will, and he'll be able to help you craft your perfect Pokemon. But from me today guys, that concludes it, and I hope to see you around the server sometime.